I've gathered you all here today to talk about one thing and one thing only, the next generation of gaming. Now, right now, as it sits, we're pretty good in the gaming spectrum. You know, you got the PS4 and the Xbox One. Not only the Xbox One, you got the Xbox One S and here coming out very soon. We've already seen images of in-game, I think it's Forza 7, Forza 6, something like that, in 4K, and trust me, it looks amazing. But what's the next chapter in gaming? Now, a lot of you could possibly argue that PC is always going to be the next chapter in gaming. However, I think, and this is definitely going to be for another video, but I actually think that PC gaming is going to change pretty soon too, and I think it is right now as we speak. You know, things are always changing in the PC spectrum, but let's focus on consoles, because at the end of the day, you know, I know there's a lot of people like me, but at the end of the day, I want my computer and I want my gaming system. So what would be the best gaming system? And as I can see right now, and I'm taking cues from PC, Xbox One, PS4, and actually the brand new Nintendo Switch. So in my idea for the perfect or the next gen console would be something that is portable yet can be plugged into a TV. And I know that just came out, the Nintendo Switch, but unfortunately, and I hate, if you guys don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to agree, this is just this guy's opinion. I think they kind of failed a little bit. You know, it has a ton of problems, and whenever you plug it up to the TV, nothing really changes. It's just the screen gets bigger, and then you can play with the controls. And I think that's a good idea. I think the idea for it was decent. That's something that we need, because right now the only option for mobile gaming really is your phone, and they're not doing as near good of a job as it should be. So here's my idea. Let me know if what you guys think about this down below. We need to have a handheld that can be plugged into a TV. However, the base that gets plugged into the TV needs to have some extra CPU, some GPU power, and possibly even like a hard drive, you know, kind of like a console on its own. The only thing that it's missing, actually, you know, I think the CPU would probably not be used. You could honestly probably use it in the system itself, but definitely a graphics bump. So a handheld that can play at 1080p, you know, play all the games that you would be able to play from the couch in your hands, you know, being able to take that, being able to hop from Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi. Although, you know, the graphics are going to be 1080p, it's going to be the best that it can be, because we already have phones. The iPhone 7 Plus, and I guess the 7 and 7 Plus, I only know from this phone, has graphics almost comparable to an Xbox 360 and a PS3. And this is just a phone, guys. It does a lot of things, and one thing that it kind of does well is gaming, and that's, well, is the key term there. I want a great handheld game. So I believe if Sony or Microsoft produced said handheld game that had a base, that had all the extras to bump the resolution from the 1080p that you were playing in your hands to 4K gaming, I think we might be somewhere. And it definitely doesn't need to come with some cheap two-handed controllers that move around and stuff. No, I think that the system itself should have everything included. You know, I think the PS Vita was one of the best handheld systems, and I think it is the best handheld system on the market. The only thing is games. You know, no one's really producing for these mobile games. They're either going for the phones or going for the consoles. So if you make your handheld a part of your main system, a part of a console in itself, I think games will come to both. You know, you'll be able to play those games on the road, and you know, that's just this guy's 2 cents. I don't know what company's going to go there first. I mean, Nintendo already went there. I think they kind of failed a little bit, because really all you're doing is plugging your handheld in to like an HDMI and displaying it on the TV, and that's fine. But Nintendo's kind of, I would say, going downhill a lot. You know, their heyday has passed. You know, they've had their fun, they've had their share of the market. Now I think that Sony and Microsoft really need to step into the handheld market, get that to be able to play on your TV at have a better experience on your couch. You know, not just the same on a large TV, just 4K gaming, maybe extra storage, and honestly an idea I had for the game itself, what you buy, could possibly be some form of like a USB or something that you insert into the system, saves itself to the hard drive. It's has to be linked to your name, so you can't just resell this, right? And then once you do this and you plug the system in as you're gaming on your TV, it would download itself to the actual system. You had onboard memory, upgradable memory too. That's a big one. That's a big one. And honestly, if you really wanted to milk the money, Microsoft or Sony, if you're listening, make proprietary memory, something that's faster than an SD card, something that's definitely better than the alternative, but proprietary nonetheless. So people will go out and buy your 120 gigabyte proprietary hard drive and stick it in and have all their games on their handheld without the cartridge, and be able to come home and plug it in and really play at decent graphics and more of a console experience. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think about this down below. The next generation gaming. Peace. Who doesn't want to see their name at the end of every video? Make sure to check out the Patreon link in the description if you would like to be a part of the club.